What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I'm going to do this standing, so it might be a little bit more wobbly than usual, but tired of sitting today, so gonna stand. Release some really cool news about a special guest that we're going to have next week. So Lindsay and I went to high school together, played softball forever together, and she started posting to her work page, and I was like, whoa, I didn't even think about this. So, you're probably wondering why in an area that I'm trying to push like healthy eating and stuff like that I would have a plastic surgeon on. But let's be honest, there are questions that we all have about, will my skin ever go back when I hit a major weight loss goal? What can I do about it? Even where does fat go? My mom asked me that, asked all the questions. She's down a couple pounds and she goes, where does it go? So maybe she can answer. So I think it'll be really cool and really interesting. And I want you guys to always know that we have specialties in here for understanding nutrition coaching. But beyond that, if we have resources, I would rather use those than act like we're the end all be all, a one-stop shop of information. So that's why we have Dr. Lindsay Swanson on, and now Dr. Lindsay Jones, who we call LBJ, Lindsay Beth Jones, LBJ. Have her talk about it. So I hope it's something you guys can find interesting. If you have anyone who's had major weight loss goals or, has had any elective surgeries before and then wanted to know how to keep their nutrition to make sure that it stays off, maybe it's someone that you add into this group and help them get on the right path for it. So definitely set a reminder to do that. If you have any questions, again, there's a thread where you can post questions if you're not afraid to do that. It also helps engagement, gets more people understanding that it's happening. I put a link to anyone who wants to ask things anonymously, because it is a sensitive subject, right? So absolutely understand if you want to ask anonymously, or even just message me and we can talk about it. So I think it's going to be really neat. I haven't talked to Lindsay in a really long time, so hopefully we can catch up through this. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. I think that's pretty cool. Other kind of updates coming up, and we'll see if I actually throw in some other Wednesday stuff. But anyways, have a challenge starting here soon. So if you are hoping to be a mom, planning to be a mom, expecting, thinking about it, doing anything of the sort, definitely pay attention to that. Or maybe you know somebody who is, but putting together the ends of the pieces of materials so that we can get that out to you guys. But starting here really soon, it's going to happen. So if you know anybody who's in that camp or wants to be in that camp or just had a baby, maybe it's time to do something and, focus on nutrition through that. So excited to see how that comes together. And then there's so much going on. First Form winner. So this month's First Form gift card winner is Shonda Potts. Shonda, great job. She is seeming to like Project One and pre-workout as much as I do. So Shonda, thank you for ordering through my link. If you guys have any questions on supplements, pre-workout, post-workout nutrition, intra-workout, different types, anything like that, and you wonder, you walk into a supplement store and you're like, I am overwhelmed by all the options, I want to know this thing, definitely ask me, because I either know it, I can look it up, I can be a resource for you, but I can promise you that First Form stuff is legitimate with quality. And that's why, kind of a tangent here, that's why sometimes you go to Walmart and you see different protein and you're like, well, this stuff is cheaper. Well, yeah, it might be the hot dog of protein, right? And you shouldn't be putting hot dogs in your body on a regular basis anyway, so you don't want that from your protein. Also, understanding the serving sizes per cost, it might look like something is a better price, but maybe spread out over the duration of its life, cost per serving isn't going to be as bad. But more importantly, you should make sure that what you're putting in your body is good. If you're doing all this stuff with nutrition, if you're eating right, you're sleeping, you're working out, you're hydrating, the last thing you want to do is get to the tip of the sphere and be like, I'm going to put poop in there. So don't put bad stuff in there. Plus the Level 1 bars are just absolutely insane. I look forward to eating them every day. So they're so good. Sure, they're supposed to be for emergency situations, but if I'm looking at a Snickers or a salted caramel bar, I know which one is probably going to be better for me. So gonna choose the salted caramel. Yeah. And then other things just kind of going on. Some of the hot topics that people are talking about right now, I'm hearing a lot of overly hungry situations. And think about it, guys, we're in summer and it's hot, so if you're not keeping up on your hydration, that could really be something that starts to add up. And I know that kind of sounds like, oh, I drink water, but do you truly put back in your body what you need? Are you putting in enough electrolytes to make sure that that water is actually doing something for you? We talked about this with a lot with my nudes. We talk about pee and poop, but your pee should actually be a light yellow in color. So completely clear. A couple years ago, I was like, man, I was talking to a doctor. I was like, my pee is completely clear. Like, I know that I'm hydrated. And they were like, well, you could actually be overhydrating and flushing out some of the vitamins that your body needs. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Why is nothing ever okay to do in excess, right? It's anything in moderation, nothing in excess, even including water. So anyways, your pee should be a light yellow, just like a hint of yellow to it. Make sure that you're taking in, that's why when I talk about electrolytes, it could be something like, pink Himalayan sea salt, making sure women, especially around your menstrual cycles, that you have enough salt in your diet to help replenish what's getting taken out. It could be using something like a Fit Aid packet, a Powerade Zero packet, drinking a Zero Gatorade. Just make sure that you're reading the macros on that and not taking in excess sugar for no reason. There are zero options that have just the amount of electrolytes that you need to get them back in your system, and they are important. So the first place that we stop on the hunger is definitely hydration. And in these hot times, I mean, yesterday during our workout, we were just dripping here. So make sure that you're putting that back in. And back to school stuff. So a lot of you guys have kids and you are going back to school, and schedules hopefully are settling into a more normal routine this year. And that's the time that you need to find your stride on doing this for you. So make nutrition the last thing that you have to worry about, because it's the first box that you checked. You did the prep this weekend, you're good to go. You can just ride off into the sunset or off to school or into the traffic. Hopefully not. Hopefully things are still a little bit looser these days with so many people working from home. But, get that nutrition box checked and find out how you can hit your stride with having a routine Monday through Friday. And then as we talk about, understanding that the weekends are not Monday through Friday. And so expecting them to be the same or treat them the same is probably not the way to go about it. So if you have questions on that, it's definitely worth talking to a coach. But a lot of exciting things. So again, Dr. Lindsay Jones, next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to go live. I'm going to kind of host her and talk through that. So that'll be cool. It's her first live, so we'll see how she does. But she's a hoot and will do just fine. Don't worry about that. Ask questions about that. Shonda, congrats on your $20 gift card to First Form. That's actually her second win. So know that repeat customers have repeat chances to win. We've had a couple repeat winners. But I can definitely answer those questions. Hydrate. Get in a routine now that school is back in. And if you guys have any other questions, definitely let us know. All of our coaches are here. Honestly, we all have openings right now. So if you want to coach, this is the time to jump on it, because you never know. I shouldn't say that. Everyone in here has to eat, so it's worth starting to do something for yourself, right? Waiting for the perfect time is not going to happen, because there is no perfect time to do something that you have to do every day. Just get going. But you guys have a great rest of your day. I've got oatmeal staring me in the face right now, and I'm ready to eat it. So you guys have a good one. Talk to you later. See ya.